So if you would like to now just tune into your breath where you're standing at the top of your mat. How are you breathing today and where are you breathing from? So place your palms on your bellies and see, can you direct the rise and fall of the breath really to the belly and take your focus there. So as much as 80% of your focus is now on your breath. And it might be that 20% of your focus and thoughts are kind of hung up on where you've been and where you're going today. Just relax, okay? Let me take care of the clock and you take care of your breath. Leave everything else behind. So when you return to your breath, you come really into this present moment. We're going to coordinate the breath and the movements. So let the arms come down to the side. And then inhale, lengthen your breath and lift your arms up above your head. See if you can just hold that breath slightly in the belly and then exhale, tilt from the pelvis and fold forwards towards the earth. Bend through the legs left and right and ease through the back seams of the legs. You can even do a little bit of self-massage like I'm doing here. Then let your knees be soft and shake your head out so that you feel the tension in your neck release as well. When you're ready, cue an inhalation by slightly drawing your navel towards your spine and then inhale, draw the arms up and overhead. Interlace the fingers and revolve the palms so you push the palms up. You might feel a nice stretch in the wrists here. Draw the shoulders down towards the waist, keep the navel nice and tight and the tailbone draws down towards the earth. Really nice inhale, lengthen through the side of the body. Keep the lower ribs drawing down towards your hips. And then exhale, I'd like you to fold forward once again. And then push into the earth. So you feel your arms strengthening, perhaps your legs, they lengthen a little bit too. Inhale, still forward folding, take the breath from the palms into the armpits, from the soles of the feet in towards the groin, and then exhale with your mouth open and release any stale breath that you're holding on to. Then cue again with the navel, draw it into the spine, soften through the knees, inhale, lift the arms up, and exhale, drop them behind your back. This time I'd like you to interlace the fingers, bend through the elbows and then straighten them so that you can feel the front of your body opening up. Your chest lifts up to the ceiling. Inhale and draw the fingertips down towards the floor and the gaze lifts to the ceiling or to where the ceiling and the floor meet. The fingertips drawing down to the earth. You're squeezing an orange between your shoulder blades and the navel is tight. And then exhale once more, fold over. So it's up to you how much your knees bend here. You can have your feet together or hip width apart. Now feel this lovely release that you get in the shoulders here. So perhaps wriggle your shoulder girdle left and right a little bit and see if that eases a bit more range of motion into the shoulder girdle joints. As you release and as if your fists are going to come over your head onto the floor just in front of it. Then let the hands release, heavy. Let them swish a bit, release them, jiggle them around and place the palms on the mat. Step the right leg back so that you place the knee down on the floor and you've got a 90-degree bend in the front knee and the back knee. Inhale the arms up and feel a nice stretch in the right hip flexor. Exhale, release the palms and once again interlace them. See if you can have the opposite thumb on top and draw the fist down towards your back knee, down towards the earth. Lift through the chest. Inhale. And exhale. Release the palms. Place them either side of the front foot and step your back knee so that your knees are hip width apart and your palms are underneath your shoulders. Let your sit bones rise up to the ceiling and your navel drop down to the earth and wriggle around through the hips a little bit. Just release through the spine. Inhale, lift the gaze and draw the chest through the arms. The chin lengthens forwards. And then exhale, draw the navel to spine and round through the spine. Inhale. Nice long inhalation, draw the chest through, let the belly melt down towards the earth and the sit bones raise up to the ceiling. Cool. And then exhale, once again, round through the spine and push down into the earth. Then we're going to lift our right leg forward this time. So we have our right leg forward, the left leg back. Inhale once again with the arms up. Exhale, release, interlace the fingers opposite way again. So whichever thumb you had on top before, see if you can reverse that. Draw the palms away from you, lift and open through the front body. Inhale. And exhale, place the palms either side of the front foot. Tuck the back toe underneath. And then see if you can, in one step, bring the back leg towards the front and come into a soft forward fold. No, excuse me. Okay, your forward fold, bend your knees. Sorry, the incense is getting into my... Lovely. So, forward fold, and then we're going to step back both legs into a downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So in your downward facing dog, your feet are parallel, hip width apart, fingertips are spread. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, take the gaze to the front of the mat. Step the right leg forward. So your back toes are pointing forward. Your front knee is bent about 90 degrees above the ankle to protect the knee. Inhale, draw up into a high lunge. And exhale, come back down and step back into a downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale. One more breath like this. Inhale. And exhale. Take the weight into the right foot. Inhale. Step the left foot forward. If you have to help your foot forward, that's absolutely fine. Take that 90-degree bend in the front left leg. Your right toes pointing forwards. Your hips still shining 2 lights ahead. Inhale. Draw up. Look up. Lovely. Sink into that hip and then exhale, fold forwards. Great. Step back into your downward facing dog. Inhale. 1. Exhale. Thank you. Inhale. 2. So inhale from the palms to the belly button. Exhale from the belly button to the soles of the feet. Inhale from the palms to the navel. Exhale from the navel to the soles of the feet. Inhale once again, lift the right leg up and step it through, and then turn your feet so that they face the long edge of your mat. So you're in a forward fold, your feet are parallel or even pigeoned inwards a little bit. And if your palms don't touch the ground very easily, you can always get a cushion and just place them, or a book, underneath the palms so that you can forward fold here. You may just want to bend your knees left and right a bit to ease through this position. Then place your left palm directly underneath your face. And inhale, draw the right arm up and enjoy the spinning open in the spine. So keep your right shoulder drawing back and open, so your chest is lifting and opening. Inhale, 1. Exhale, active through to the fingertips. Inhale, 2. Exhale, keep thinking about that rotation, starting from the lumbar spine. If your neck is open to it, keep your gaze looking up too. Inhale and then exhale. This time the right palm comes directly beneath your face, and you inhale, draw the left arm up. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Let the palm draw down, and then walk yourselves over towards your left foot and turn the left foot towards the top of the mat. So we're going to straighten the left leg, just check that the front, your heel of your left foot is in line with the instep of your back right foot. And perhaps turn your back toes so they're pointing to about 11 o'clock. If your front foot is 12, the 12 o'clock position, you're pointing to about 10 o'clock perhaps, just over in this direction. So straighten up through the front knee. Place a little bit of weight through the front arm so that you can feel your torso lift away from that leg. And you're engaging your obliques here. So through your waist, you're lifting your torso away from the leg. Palm either stays on the shin, can even come to the thigh. You can go to the ankle, or you can take yogi toe grip about around the big toe. Take the right palm, inhale it across the chest and rotate the chest so that you start to feel as if your shoulders stack on top of each other as we come into triangle posture. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Turn down towards that foot and then bend it 90 degrees. Place your left palm on the inside edge of your left foot so you feel your forearm and your shin pushing together to create a nice stable base. Then with your right arm, draw a few circles in the air, get a little bit more range of motion into the shoulder. And the next time your arm comes up over your ear, start to reach in front of you. So you get a really nice long line right down from your fingertips to the outer edge of your right foot, which is extended back. Inhale, 1. So gaze is either take it from the armpit to the fingertips, or you look down to the floor. Inhale, 2. Exhale. So try and keep your hips in line with your crown. Don't stick your bottoms out. Inhale, 3. Beautiful. Exhale. Then swing that right arm back. Place it down on the outer edge of your right hip. And we're going to inhale our torsos upright so that we can come into warrior 2. So your palms are parallel to the earth. See if you can just draw your shoulders up to your ears and then let them sink down again. Rotate your front palm to face up to the ceiling. Inhale, lean back towards your back leg and feel lovely openness there in the left seam of the body. And then exhale, place your palms either side of your left foot and then walk once again so that you're facing that long edge of your mat. This time we're going to turn the right foot to the top of your mat, your right toes to the top of your mat. Line the heel of the front foot with the instep of the back foot and rotate the back toes just a little bit diagonally. We're building into triangle on the other side now. So come to where you find you need your prop. So your right palm props you up. Where do you need your prop? So if you're more practiced and familiar with this, you go into a fuller fold towards the earth, but then you must remember to pick up through the right way. With the left hand, come across the front body, blossom open through the chest. Rotate your rib cage towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Take the gaze down to the earth and bend 90 degrees into the front leg. Place the right palm inside the right shin. Push them together to create a nice stable base. And just with your left palm, see if you can draw your hips in line with your knee and in line with your crown. Once again, draw a few nice circles, forwards or back with the arm. And then the next time that left arm comes over your ear, extend it forwards. Inhale and lengthen through the left side of your body. Gaze from armpit to fingertips. Exhale, keep the navel drawing in. Smile, relax your face. Inhale, relax your gaze. Exhale, bring your focus to your belly. Inhale and the breath. the breath that ties us to each moment, stops us from running away. Exhale. Draw that left arm back to the left hip, and then take a nice deep, strong inhalation. Lift the torso away from the earth and spread the palms so that your arms are parallel to the mat. Take your gaze over your right arm. Inhale. Exhale. Place your left palm down. Inhale, come into reverse warrior. So where your left palm is, just avoid the knee. Inhale, draw up through the right seam of the body. And then exhale, we're going to once again place the palms down to the earth and walk over to that long edge of the mat. Inhale, walk your palms forwards, lengthen through your side body, and then exhale, release into a forward fold. Let your gaze go between your legs. Inhale, and then exhale, bend through your left knee and walk your palms over towards your right. Drape your body over that that right leg. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Beautiful, everyone. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, come back up to center, and then we're going to bend through the right leg and drape our body over the left-hand side. Inhale, navel to spine. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Great. So I'd like you just to draw the soles of your feet a little bit closer together. Your toes are pointing out and your feet come to about hip width apart. And I'd like you to see if you can sit down into your yogi squat. So if you've got sensitive knees, I advise you not to hover above the mat, but rather just let your sit bones come all the way down, and you can spread the weight more evenly through your seat and the soles of your feet. If Malasana is available to you, I'd like you to inhale, draw the palms in towards the chest, place the thumb on the chest to get that extra lift, and feel the length through the spine. Inhale, smile. Exhale. So if you sit down a lot in a chair, you're compressing your lumbar spine particularly. So it's a really nice way to gain length through your spinal column. Inhale, smile, relax. Breath is all you need. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Great. So we're going to place the palms down and bring the soles of the feet together and just wobble left and right a little bit so that your hips can really release out of that Malasana. And then up and down with the knees, so like butterfly wings, you're easing through the release in the pelvis. A lot of time we hold a lot of tension in our ankles, so when we come into this position to release that, take your thumbs, place them over the balls of the feet and open your feet like books. Okay, do you feel how that just releases you through the ankles a little bit? It may be that it releases your knees a little further to the ground, but it doesn't matter. Your knees might be up here, okay? That's just a sign of tight hips, all right? It's not anything to be frustrated about. I'd like you to take a nice inhalation and find a sense of contentment with wherever you are right now. And as you exhale, breathe ease into yourselves. So it certainly isn't through pushing that you find this ease, all right? It's through patience, negotiation, and practice. So when you breathe in with contentment, you allow yourself to really accept where you are, and it's only when we know what we're building on that we can build the best foundations. Exhale. One more breath like this. See if you can draw your chest away from your feet, away from your legs. So you feel good length in the spine. Tuck the chin slightly to lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale. Great. So we're going to release the palms, but keep the legs as they are. As I just turn to the side so you can see what we're going for here. We want to lift through the front body. So You place your palms, fingertips facing forward towards the hips. Just bend through the elbows and straighten them a little bit to get a little bit of that sense of where the lift comes from in the spine. What we're aiming for is a sense of the thoracic spine, which is about where the bra straps land on us ladies, to really lift up and push through the arms so you get a really nice openness in the front body. Once you're there, into straightening, I'm really pushing, using my arms. The elbows are very active here. Once you're there, bring the focus to drawing the shoulder blades together behind you. Don't strain your neck too much, so your gaze is at maximum, staring at where the wall and the ceiling meet. Smile and inhale. Use your belly breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So keep your knees drawing open, keep your chest drawing forward. One last breath. And on the next exhale, let yourself come upright. And then you can really do the opposite. I'd like you to really round, almost like snails. So it might be that your forehead comes towards your feet. It might be that it's nice to pop your elbows down, either on the mat or even on a cushion or some bricks, so that you can support your head or even turn and support your forehead in this rounded position. We spend a lot of our lives in these very rounded positions, over phones, over books, over computers, which is not to say, so I think it's good when we practice it mindfully. This is what it feels like to have a rounded spine. In yoga, we want to move the spine in all directions and become familiar with the fact that when we only move in one direction, it can make us actually feel very depleted. So inhale and draw up, and if your legs are comfortable like this, you can leave them like this, otherwise come into a cross-legged position. We're going to inhale, draw the arms up, and give our spines a little bit of a rinse through with some rotation. Take the right palm over to the left knee, and grab a hold of that left knee. Then I'd like you to become active through the arms once again. As you draw your left palm up and behind you, place it behind the spine, and come into a seated spinal twist. Push through that back arm so that you feel the lift once again in the thoracic spine. You want to make sure that you are activating the twist from really the lower part of your spine. So the last part of your spine to twist is your neck. Do not lead into the twist with your neck. Even recruit your right shoulder to bring you round into the twist. But don't use tension in your neck. So just chest by smiling as to how relaxed you feel. Release and just come and do a little shimmy in the opposite direction before coming back to the center. Inhale, draw up. Lift out of the waist, lengthen the body, and then exhale, take the left palm over to the right knee. Inhale, draw the right palm back, use it as that extra spine. Find the push and the lift, and take your rotation. So these spinal rotations are really, really healthy. They're very good for maintaining range of motion through each of your vertebrae and the different sections of your spine, the different segments. Inhale, we can become quite depleted in certain areas through repetitious movement. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. So a little derotation. And then we're going to bring the knees into the chest and extend the feet slightly forward so that we've got a little bit more length in the front body. Now, as we did before, place the palms behind you, about a hand's length away from your hips. Bend through the elbows and push through the arms so you feel the chest lift. Now, this might be enough for you to practice feeling openness in the front body. If you're feeling for a little bit more challenge today, imagine you've got a strap around your back that's leading across your navel, and someone's going to pull your hips up, float your hips up and come into tabletop. So if somebody has a cappuccino and they placed it on your belly, you don't want to lose all that lovely white froth. So try and keep your navel really strong and lifted. The final little flourish is to take your gaze upright. Inhale, keep your navel lifted, keep your glutes squeezing and lifting, your thighs are really active. 2 more breaths here, so nice big belly breath. Lovely, and then exhale, let the hips heavy into the earth, and then release your spine back onto the ground. So make good contact with each vertebra as you lay them onto the earth, and just wriggle your shoulders a little bit away from your ears, more towards your waist. Bring your heels in so that you can tickle them with your fingertips. Your feet want to be parallel and toes pointing straight to the front of the room, in front of you, and about hips width apart, which is roughly 2/5. Palms press down into the earth. First of all, I'd like you to really press your tailbone into the mat until you feel that actually your coccyx is starting to lift. As you feel that lift, inhale your hips up towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin into your chest and keep your gaze upright to protect your neck. Exhale, release back down. Vertebra by vertebra. So once again, the sort of oiling and juicing through the spine. Take a moment to rest and then start the process again. With an inhalation, you push your navel into the earth and then you feel your pelvis tilt so that your coccyx lifts. And you can draw your hips up towards the ceiling. Your thighs press away from you. Your knees too. They draw together, but they don't touch. And then you exhale and allow your spine to roll back down to the earth. So now I would like you to spread your legs along the mat, lengthways along the mat, so that you are now lying on your mat. We're going to take a moment in Shavasana to reflect. So first things first, legs about mat width apart and your arms are out to your side, so they're not touching any part of you right now. You can really feel that you can take up some space here, all right? So you may be a bit more aware of the space that you're taking up with your physical presence because you've really moved and breathed into different areas. So allow your focus to go to any sensations that feel novel right now. Allow your breath to be free and not unforced. And perhaps notice the quality of that breath. I want you to check with the quality of the feeling in your toes. How do your toes feel? Perhaps you could just move them very slightly. Do they have a quality of lightness or heaviness, coolness or heat? And then let your toes relax and be grateful for everything your toes do. Then bring your focus to your ankles and perhaps move your feet so that you can rotate your ankles one way and the other. And through that rotation, consider the quality of the being in that movement. Allow your ankles to rest and be grateful for your ankles. So I'd like you to now really tense your knees. So you can point your toes and draw your knees and even tense your glutes. So the whole string of muscles in the legs quite active. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release all of those muscles. And a bit like jelly or butter melting into the earth. Really feel your contact with the earth. And be grateful for your contact to the earth. And bring your focus to your belly. And just for a moment, consider all the hundreds and thousands of things that go on in the belly and in the organs of the torso without our instruction. And suddenly we become aware that a lot goes on without us telling it to. And this is that sense of being connected to things at this time of year, being connected to things that we perhaps take for granted is such a pleasure. So let's really slow down now and bring our focus to our minds and the quality of our thoughts in our mind. Are you here with me now? Just check in on where your thoughts have been this last 35 minutes. I'm not criticizing anybody whose mind has wandered. There's no point in being judgmental to yourselves, especially in the present moment. Be accepting and see if you can grow a sense of contentment. We often chase after bait, but like a fish who doesn't know that there is a hook in that bait, we don't realize that a lot of the chasing we do is hurting us. So for this moment, see if you can cultivate a sense of santosha, contentment, non-craving. Can you practice coming back to the belly breath throughout your week and reminding yourself of the sense of contentment that you have exactly all you need in this moment? Inhale and draw the arms up over the head and point the toes away from you to really lengthen through the body and feel that joy of stretching. Exhale, draw the knees into the chest and do a little wiggle wobble left and right, front and back. And however feels appropriate for you, come up to seated so that we can close the practice together with just a gentle acknowledgement. It can be a bow, it can be a moment of stillness, however you would like to close your practice. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you have a wonderful week and that you all keep well. Get out and enjoy that sunshine if you can. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Emily.
You're welcome.
Thank you.